Today, we agreed to establish pandemic crisis support for the amount of 2% of Member States' GDP. That is close to 240 billion euros. This is an important safeguard for all euro area countries during these times of crisis. It will be available to all ESM members with standardized terms on the basis of an upfront assessment by the European institutions. Any euro area country requesting this support remains subject to the EU's economic and fiscal coordination and surveillance frameworks. The only requirement to access the credit line will be that the country would commit to the use of these funds to support domestic financing of direct and indirect healthcare, cure and prevention-related costs due to the COVID-19. I should add that, in my interpretation as President, an average country affected by this crisis should be able to identify healthcare, cure and prevention-related expenditures of 2% of their GDP.
Would risk that divergences in Europe are growing. And that is a concern because such growing divergences could lead to fragmentation of the single market and of the euro area. Therefore, I think it's really important that the measures of the European Investment Bank, the European Commission, and the ESM are designed to benefit more those countries that suffer more from the crisis and are not able to finance national responses to the same extent as others. As a result, the institutions' measures contribute to avoiding fragmentation and to restoring a level playing field. The ESM will provide what we call pandemic crisis support. That support is based on our precautionary credit line called ECCL, an instrument in the ESM's toolbox, never used before, but well suited to address the current problems in the corona crisis. In principle, it will be available for all euro area countries on the basis of standardized terms agreed in advance. Our credit line will provide liquidity at very low interest rates, as countries can benefit from the ESM's very strong credit rating. A member state that draws under the ECCL would commit to using the money to cover only corona-related costs. Each member state could benefit from the support with a benchmark amount of 2% of GDP. We can make the